So here we are with my Zenith 19-inch Teninson set. I've recapped it and am powering it up. There's a problem. I'm not quite sure where to look, but it's in the vertical circuit. And you can see, and the vertical hold has no real effect on it, either one way or the other. So I got to check. Oh, there we go. But could be that the pot's bad. I'm not really sure what I'm looking at here, but I got to check some parts, and there we got it in the middle. Now let's see. I think that pot could be bad, and anyhow, picture's a little off. That's because I've got it in my test tube here, but so far it's looking pretty good, actually. Some linearity adjustments when I get the big picture tube on it, but I'm not sure what's going on with the vertical hold. I'm kind of thinking that pot, the vertical hold pot, I'm going to try cleaning it. And you know, stupid me, I had this chassis up on its side when I recapped it and never put any cleaner in the controls. I don't know why I never thought of that, but I didn't. Anyways, the set looks pretty stable. It's, let's see, it's drawing just 1 3/4 amps. I don't know if that's too high, and I don't know what would be drawing all that current. Maybe that's about right for this set. I don't remember the other Zenith when I had it on here, what it was when it was running, what current it was drawing. But this looks like 1 3/4 amps, and you know, nothing's blowing up so far. I don't see any red plates anywhere, and certainly there's no smoke coming out. So I don't know. I've got to do a little bit more work. I'm going to upend the chassis again and kind of clean up the pots. I'm going to do some spot checking on the vertical circuits to make sure that there wasn't something I missed, like a resistor. There's a coarse vertical hold control in the back. I'm not quite sure which one it is. That one I should check as well. But this thing really looks rock stable as it sits right now. Very, very stable. So I don't know. I think this is going to be another hoping that this is going to be another winner. This is only set number 2 that I've worked on, and I've got a lot to learn. I don't have the expertise that some of you other guys have as far as restoring sets. I've repaired a lot of them in past years, but repairing and restoring, that's 2 different things. This set's been completely recapped. Anyways, that's where I'm at with this set so far. I see if we can get close enough without getting too close to the anode. And that's not bad. It's not bad at all. Actually looks a little bit better than the first Zenith I did. We'll see where this ends up. My next video will be after I've sorted out a couple of these other problems. Okay, so at this point I'm getting close to maybe putting the big CRT on the set and trying to tune up the picture. The vertical height pot on this is touchy, just like it was on the last set I worked on, and I'm not sure if I'm going to kind of think about maybe replacing that pot. I don't think it's as touchy as it was on the last one, and I can't quite get the vertical linearity the way I want it. And but when I get the big picture tube on here, of course that will make a difference. You see how touchy it is? I can't really get an adequate adjustment, but playing with these two controls, I might be able to get a more linear, vertical linear picture out of it. If I can get the screwdriver in. Hard to say, but I really won't know that until I get the other picture tube on it. But it looks, other than there's this horizontal kind of squiggle, and see how the picture is kind of jiggling again? That's just like I had on that last Zenith. This pot, I may end up replacing that pot. I'm going to think about that before I put the big CRT back on this. I'm going to really think about replacing that pot. I know in the Zenith service notes that pot was a concern, that you may not be able to clean that up. But it looks so far like this set is fairly stable. We'll see. I'll think about replacing that pot and maybe go from there. But that's going to be about it for now with this set. I do think I got the vertical hold situation working fine. The sync lock is very good. It was on the last set that I worked on too. I didn't have much trouble with it. It's just got kind of a, I don't know how good this picture is going to come out, but I'm going to think about replacing that pot. So that'll be it for on this video right now. And like I say, if you notice how, well, there seems to be pretty stable, but all I got to do is just jiggle the shaft just a little bit and it bounces around. And I know I had that jiggle on the last one, although this one doesn't seem to be as touchy as the pot was in my my Zenith Wadsworth set that I worked on, the 16-inch set, the Wadsworth. So this Teninson, I don't know. I'm getting pretty close to wanting to put the big CRT on it and see what kind of a picture I can make with that.